President of Womenvai. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for all the ones who are with us. And it's being recorded for those who cannot attend today. This board meeting will be held in Zoom for maximum 1 hour. And I'm just now checking who's online. I've got Lilian with us, Dennis, Nadia, Sangeeta, and we've got Sophie as well. So if the others will join us, I will put their names down there. Okay. Trying to recall here about the reason to be of, I just see that Dennis as well has joined, so I will put his name here. Thank you to join. So I would like to recall the reason to be in the vision. I think it's important, especially as we have new members joining from across 11 more countries. These ladies are from different countries of the world, our ambassadors in those countries, and I'll come back to that. But you've seen probably, if you received the newsletter, which countries are these. So as you know, we started networking and knowing each other from a long time. We set up this organization nearly 3 years ago, and we're really aiming at offering a platform of projects by women and men engineers and scientists for young girls, young boys, women and men of this planet, offering high-tech solutions for climate change adaptation. We offer also projects in equality education, and I'll give concrete examples. And we, of course, do development advocacy projects that align to the 2030 SDGs, which I don't have to recall. I guess you know this by heart. These 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, were voted by the General Assembly of the UN in 2015. We started being present in 10 countries. This is basically the 10 countries highlighted in yellowish on my screen. And these are the, not in yellow, but in blue. We are 18 co-founding members from 10 countries. And recently, as I was saying, 11 countries joined us with ambassadors from Algeria, Argentina, Cameroon, Dominica, Italy, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. What we are aiming is 51 countries, those ones who are not highlighted on my screen, but with whom we've got many good connections with networks of women engineers and scientists, and where we can promote projects with women and men engineers and scientists in these countries. I recently had, for example, a good contact with Bangladesh, and we are trying now to set up a project. I think this is one of the contact with one connection with Sangeeta, who is from India, and we'll come back to that. What we really are trying to do with Womenvai is to offer workshops and training all along the STEM lives. In fact, we are working in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and right from the start, when you are a young boy or girl, we know that stereotypes are embedded. And it's not only a question of the society, but also a question of your own education, your parents, your family, and where you live. So right from the start, we try to decompose, destructure those stereotypes, which is not easy, of course, depending on the culture, depending on where you live exactly. But it's very important right here to offer some, little technical technical kits to play around and expose the young girls as well to the technology. So they know that, yes, it is possible for them to also study and work in this very ambitious but very passionate environment that is the STEM environment: science, technology, engineering, mathematics. The young ones, especially the ladies, because they evolve in a specific environment with the education, again, the society, depending on the culture of that country, will maybe be ashamed or will not dare to go to those STEM careers. So we have to be there also for them and give them some role models, telling them that, yes, you can be a woman, you can be a mother, and you can be a good engineer and working as an entrepreneur, for example, in the industry or in the service. For young junior, major, and senior women in STEM already working or trying to create their way, their path, their career in the industry and service, we also have some specific trainings here. I can just check up on who has joined us. I see Lydia. Thank you so much, Lydia. Ines is there too. We can hear you. Hi, how are you? So I'm just going to update my list here. Lydia, you've joined us, and Ines as well, right? We still.
Anita, how are you?
I'm good.
We are all
You are the most.
Asma also is with us. So thank you so much to have joined us. Thank you, Ines.
Really?
We will put our camera on at the end so we can have a nice, wonderful pictures with all of you. Thank you so much. Just going through the presentation, it was basically the introduction about who we are, who we come from, where do we come from. And because it's already 12 past, we're going to go across our agenda, and I propose to go quickly through the activities that we have processed, managed, coordinated, organized in 2020. We've done a lot of work, of course, because of the COVID global sanitary situation. We had been used now to the Zooms and Teams and all those webinar tools. Although we are a bit fed up with those, I think it's a fantastic tool to meet up, virtually meet up, of course. And we've done a wonderful work. Thank you again so much to the different ladies who appear on those screens. I'm not going to go into the details because you've got all this information in the newsletters and in the LinkedIn page that I again ask you please to follow if it's okay with you guys. We did a lot of work, of course, also on the communication and marketing. And again, thanks, Asma's just joined. So thank you very much. We've got a website since this year, and I must say really thank you because it's a very nice one. It has been developed and supported so far free of charge. We just pay basically the subscription to Infomaniac, which is the service provider, but the development was done by the team of our sponsor, AB Shore, the company that is led by Asma Brini, both based in Tunisia and France. And thanks to Dennis Salas, we've got also all our recording sessions on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Dennis. We have newsletters, and I've been doing this most. We are on our 4th newsletter. It has been sent out this week with a lot of difficulties because we've got an emailing list of 4,000 emails gathered from all our contacts, and it's been very productive, but we only sent out to half of it. And thank you so much, Swazik. I don't know if she's joined, but no, she just told me she's in a meeting still. So as soon as she ends, she will join us. But thanks very much, Swazik, because she's been working hardly to send pack by pack those emails. As long as we don't have a proper CRM, a customer relationship management system that probably will need to pay, and ASMA is investigating that with our teams. It's true that it will be difficult to send these manually, but we try our best. And she's been working also on the ethics charter, Swazik. So we have that, so we all align to those basic principles of ethics. We, as you know, we have had donors since the beginning of this of our adventure, and this year, recently, we had two new donors. Procadre International, who is basically a company who is evolving in the recruitment of senior executive positions, engineers, etc. So any kind of project we could do with them, they would be very happy. They offer missions all around the world. And we know the associate partner together with Dennis is very keen to help us to, I don't know, disseminate our announcements or even recruit through our networking network. EPF is the graduate school of engineering, where Liliane Dorvaux is also a professor. Liliane is, of course, one of our co-founding members. She's professor of mathematics, and she's been very helpful to organize, co-organize, and moderate projects with EPF. And some of us, we know very well EPF because Betty, Swazik, myself, we are graduated from that wonderful school in France. This school also has the ambition to set up some antennas, some subsidiaries in Africa, and we are currently discussing. I don't know, Asma, if you have any news from Jean-Michel Nicole, the director, but he was very keen in trying to set up a kind of project to have an antenna of EPF, maybe in Tunisia. We have 11 ambassadors. So in the newsletter that was disseminated this week, we can have the profile of these ladies. I don't know if some of them are with us. Yes, I can see Karen is with us from Mexico. And I would love to give the floor, just 1 minute. Karen, please, can you just say a few words? Thank you so much. How is the weather in Mexico? How is it there? Please, you've got.
Hello, Yvette. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well. Just a few words about you and tell us about you.
Well, I'm very pleased to be here with all of you. It's 6 and something in the morning here in Mexico.
Thank you so much to be with us.
That's fine. So the weather is fine, by the way. It isn't very cold yet. And well, currently I am working at CONAGUA, which is the National Commission of Water in the federal government in Mexico. We are developing a digital water ecosystem, which is very interesting. We are trying to gather a lot of information and make a library and games and more information about water. So what we are willing is to be the national platform and reference for everyone to consult there and be able to join the water ecosystem. On the other hand, I'm also a communications consultant, and mostly I work with NGOs, like environmental NGOs, and also pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what else. That's what
that's fantastic. Thank you so much. I can see exactly that you focus on anything that we are talking about. I don't know when you joined, but really what we want to aim at here with Womenvai is to offer projects, a platform for projects where we link development, technology, and wonderful feminists that we are all on board. So I guess you are right into the profile, in fact. So of course, little by little, we will know how and what concrete projects we will put together but you are exactly one good sample of those 11 ambassadors in those countries. I think you don't know yet, all of you, each other, but once we meet for real, we will see that we can do fantastic things together. Thank you, Karen, to be with us.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if we have other ladies coming, but nope. Let's proceed then. So on the marketing side, I think for 2020, we had said what we've done. We've done a lot of things. Of course, we wanted to be also at the UNFCCC COP this year, but it was impossible. As you know, it was postponed to next year. I'll leave now Sophie to tell us about the finances, please. Sophie, I will stop sharing my screen, and if you can share yours.
Sorry, I thought it was in your presentation. You have
okay. So
okay. Shall I open my Word document then?
Yeah, no problem. It is.
Okay, I thought it was in your pack that you couldn't send us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, or when I'm doing that, do you want to start talking about next year project? Then people will understand about the accruals.
We are talking about the 2020. Yes, in fact, I can say that in 2020 we had planned a few activities, and due to COVID-19, we could not allocate those money to those projects. But these projects will happen. And some of them have started already, and I will talk about it in 2021 when I present 2021. So we've got good finance so far with some money. It's not tens of thousands, but it's a few thousands that are left for projects that we could not do this year, but we will try and do next year because of the situation that we all know. We don't need to vote today because it's just a board meeting. We will have to vote on 2020 at the next General Assembly. So it was just to give you an idea of what we are trying to do and with which money we are trying to do it. Coming back to my screen, can you see my screen now?
Yes, Yvette, yes.
Yes, I will just update that with Swazik, who has joined us, and I see Lydia Santiago also has joined us. So it's very good that we have, and Karen from Mexico, our new ambassador from Mexico, has joined us too. If I miss somebody here, please just let me know. Just to proceed on after what Sophie, and thank you so much for this quick summary, has explained to us. Before I go and proceed with 2021, if there is anything else that you would like to share or to add on, just let me know. It is time to state it now, or we come back anyway at item number 8. Meantime, if nobody wants to talk on anything, let's go to the planned activities. As we said, there are a lot of activities that should have happened in 2020, but we have started in 2020 and we proceed in 2021. The first major one I would like to say, and we started selecting on the same principle as we did in 2019 in Benin, is with Rosidet. Rosidet Environment is one of our partners in Côte d'Ivoire. We met with Mr. Jean-Claude Coya at COP 25 last year in Madrid. And it was really, and thanks to Liliane Coelho, who knew how to attract those NGOs on our booth. It was very interesting to have a discussion and see how we can collaborate with the Ministry of Environment in Côte d'Ivoire. So we are trying, we started this program of 10 sessions. It will be a webinars form, and it is mainly on women leadership and how to create value with these women entrepreneurs in Côte d'Ivoire. So you can see in French is feminine or women entrepreneurship in the domain of sustainable technologies. So we have a series of 10 webinars combined Womenvai moderators and facilitators together with Rosidet Environment, our local partner, experts too. It will. We are in the process now of selecting the 20 ladies who will join the program, and it's starting on the 7th of January until early March. And the goal is for us to go in Abidjan, capital of Côte d'Ivoire, and facilitate the workshop face-to-face there in March or April, depending again on the situation, both political situation there and the sanitary situation. In Benin, we had found a new opportunity with a brand new NGO that is called Youth for Challenge, where one of the ladies that we knew from the previous workshop in Benin in 2019, Mrs. Bashiratou, is involved. She's involved in Youth for Challenge Benin, and she set up those application forms, and she's had a selection of 20 young ladies who are again willing to share experience and be motivated and be trained by our team, Womenvai team, on many topics. Here we are proposing a session, 5 sessions of webinar, a program of 5 webinar sessions on managing the team, managing your plan, strategic planning, marketing and communication, new technologies, etc. And together with Betty, Asma, Dennis, myself, and who else, I'm not sure. Anyways, we have a wonderful program that will start actually next Tuesday and go throughout early February. The goal here is also to be able to host an event in 2021 in Benin. So you are most welcome. If in your countries, I'm talking now to the co-founders or our ambassadors, if we want us to come and organize a workshop after a selection of 20 super dynamic and motivated ladies, we can do that. I'm talking to Karen about Mexico. I'm talking to, of course, our co-founding members in India and Tunisia. Why not in the other so-called developed countries? It is completely possible, of course. In 2021, what we want to, of course, organize too at the occasion of the International Women's Day is an event. So at the occasion of the 8th of March or around the 8th of March, anyways, during Q1 in March, if possible, we would like to organize an event. So I'm calling now on you guys. Either we have a webinar again, and we can do it, and we can organize a benchmark across the world. We can have somebody from Latin America, somebody from India, somebody from Europe, some Africa, anyways, talking about what's the situation. The aim, the topic for 2021, as you can see on my screen of the International Women's Day, will be Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. So this is the official theme that the UN has put together, and together with our NGO partner in Switzerland, AIODD, Alliance Internationale pour les Objectifs du Développement Durable, whose president is Pascal Fressos, that some of you know already. We could organize even a face-to-face meeting here in Geneva. It's really up to who wants to come and join this event. In the Q1, Q2, and again, this is depending on the sanitary situation, we've got this possibility of organizing workshops. Can you, Dennis, switch off your mic? Thanks. In Switzerland, you could see that we got some money to order and put together some kits, kits info. Some of you know already about this. It's kits for young ladies and boys to touch and build a technical game that you can see on the screen through the photo. And we've got that project in Geneva to be disseminated in 20 classrooms. And it should have started already in September, but it was a bit delayed now to Q1 2021. We hope so. Another event that we would like to do very much, and it is based on what we had done on the 3rd of July last year at EPF. We did it in the form of a webinar, but again, we would like to have a workshop. And Liliane Dorvaux and the director of EPF are very keen to welcome us in sometime between March and June next year to organize a workshop, a conference on delivering equality on campuses. As you know, sexism and sexual harassment is everywhere and also on those campuses. So we want really to address this issue and to discuss charters, to discuss the concrete cases, to discuss and realize a campaign around that with the students and the professors. We have, of course, the idea to be again, and it's very fantastic opportunity, a partner of the WSIS, the World Summit of Information Society. And Hayana, who is not here with us today, but from Jamaica, she's our Womenvai ambassador. She has been very active at the WSIS 2 or 3 years ago where we met. And that is why we have now Ayana with us. So Ren also is very much involved here. Dennis Salas, who is a member of Swiss Engineering Geneva, has been fantastic and during the last WSIS because she had a very high level role, and we thank her for that. And many of us have been contributing either by speaking or co-organizing or moderating a workshop. So we want really to do it. We hope it will be in a form or face-to-face. And we would love to welcome you in Geneva if it's possible from the 17th to the 21st May. We will see how the sanitary situation goes on. Together with Nadia Souissi, who is our co-founding member in Tunisia, who's president of the ATFI, the Tunisian Association of Women Engineers that she started just right after the revolution in Tunisia. We would love to have an event, of course, again, with her wonderful women engineers ladies. And together with Asma Abrini, who's also binational from Tunisia and France, we would offer a kind of training for women in STEM based on Scrum technology. It is something, I don't know if Asma, you want to say 2 words about this, because we know that sometimes when we answer to calls internationally, we need to have those qualifications in project management. And Scrum methodology has been something very trendy that shows agility of our competencies. So I don't know, Asma, if you want to say something here about.
Thank you very much, Yvette, for your presentation. Yes, Scrum methodology is a way of handling ITC projects for big or even small projects that several profiles. When several profiles of engineers contribute to an ITC project, you need to follow some methodology. There are multiple ones. It can be Scrum methodology, PMI methodology, and so on. There is SAFe methodology as well. So Scrum is a nice way to be sure at the end of the day to give to attain the objective of a given project.
Okay, I just add those ideas. I don't know if Nadia Swiss, you think that we will be able to meet in Tunisia in 2021? We hope so. We really love Tunisia. As Sophie was saying, we love when it's sunny and we want to do a hammam.
I think we can do it, Yvette.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. So that's why I put Q3, Q2. I mean, anytime between April to September, we can organize a 1 week there. And what we would love, of course, on top of this training, is to come and organize a conference with you, organize kids info. We go to the classrooms and we offer those kits and we help facilitate the some kind of technology for the young kids. Of course, Womenvai would offer that. So that would be fantastic if we can organize that in Tunisia. So that's a project again. And of course, what we could not do in the UK last year, well, now actually, we are going to do it, we hope, towards the end of the year next year. Lilian Coelho has helped us a lot together with Lydia Zakowska. We put together a good file to get the accreditation to the UNFCCC, which is the United Nations Framework for Climate Change Convention. It will be the 26th edition because this year we couldn't have that. But Glasgow will be normally the host for the UNFCCC COP26. And we hope to really be there, have a booth and have fantastic time there. I don't know, Lilian, if you want to add something here. We are still waiting, I know. The deadline to submit the files is end of this year, but we should have an answer in...
Yes. Just to precise, thank you so much, Yvette, about this topic. That during this year, you work a lot of trying to give this accreditation, and it will be done next year. I'm sure that you have good returns for the woman gender constituents. That is the most important, that I think that you needed to understand how they work. The secretary of gender team, they work directly with the gender woman, the woman constituents. WGC, and then we are a red Womenvai in contact with them, and then you have in the next 2 months, I'm sure that you have a good return. Then you could do something. But at this moment, you are only available to work to COP27. That is the position right now. And then you wait to work next year with them. Okay, that is all.
Thank you. We hope to have the accreditation still to go to COP26, I hope.
I hope so. That I just would like to precise today, we send all documents and ensure that you'll be to COP27. That is sure.
27 is in 2022, right?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We are not sure to go to COP20.
No, that's what they told, that with COVID, they changed their plan, and then until December this year, they will reflect to put everybody in COP26. But that is
we don't know
we are
yet.
waiting about that. But I have a good feeling with that. I didn't write to talk with them, and then they created toolkits that you needed to read these toolkits about for women, for governments and companies that could help us also in our projects around the world. Then okay.
Thank you, Lilian. I know you are following that, so just let us know when you have more information on that one.
Okay.
So it's to conclude the year. So you can see that there are many opportunities during 2021 to meet, we hope, or at least meet virtually, which we hate now. But it would be good if really we can try and have at least one meeting during next year. So my next item before closing, before taking a picture, and before just quickly giving you the speech is planning the next General Assembly. And maybe this is where I can give you the speech. What I would love, of course, is to set up some kind of date towards end of March or early April. We could do it in Paris if some of you have some great opportunities. We can join you in your country, of course, but it's basically, I can welcome you also in Geneva, but I think Paris is very close to UK, to all of the ladies in France, to the Belgium, and also Tunisia. You can come easily from Krakow. You can come in our ambassadors. We have Italy now, as you know, all Paola Marone, she joined us. So I think Paris would be a good opportunity. We can also have meeting facilities there. So it's what do you think? I would like just to give you the speech for a few minutes, if you don't mind, so we can have a round of questions and comments. Lydia Zakowska, our General Secretary, what do you think about having?
I'm pleased to see you by internet, but I really, the most what I miss because of this COVID and why I hate this COVID is that we have no this direct relation. It's when I remind last year and we were meeting in Madrid and we were doing things, sitting together and really brainstorming. This is what I wish you, and please wish it to me as well. What I see again like a very nice opportunity about the project for the next year. Please remember that we are coming in 2021 to the next financial page for research activities. And in that activities in Horizon Europe, Horizon 220 is just coming to the end, and all new huge packages of projects will be dedicated to equality and especially to gender equality. And the very new thing about this huge amount of money for design, for research, especially in this development and engineering, is to add social aspects inside. And from the next year, the obligatory thing to ask for funding is to be either for universities to have active gender equality plan, which is a general strategy to work in line with gender equality for the world, or just to cooperate with institutions who are following that. I just complete 3 years work at my university. I was leading the Big Horizon project to build this gender equality plan for our university. Not yet announced, but should start from the January 2020. Still, our male rectors are kind of, but it's a very, very common situation that it's not easy yet.
So
maybe
yeah.
Maybe I would offer, why I'm telling about that, if that will be a requirement to all institutions or NGO, I'm ready with my experience already to write and to prepare pretty quickly, not within 3 years, our gender equality plan for our Womenvai. Yes. So that would be our additional act within our institution, that we add, like that we are fair with anti-harassment strategies and without any, let's say, minorities that we could neglect or whatever. And this is an official statement, just it will be a door opener for the projects funding from Horizon Europe.
Okay, can you do this for March so we can, launch that? Yeah.
Well, it would be lovely. It all depends on how will be because for university, it's a big strategy. It's easier for us to work. So if only we will launch that one, my official, let's say, job, like working on this, will finish, and I then can start to work on another one.
Okay, that's fantastic. I mean, we can even have, our expertise are both, for some of us, in technical, STEM and gender.
Of us as a group of this JEP core group.
Okay.
And then we will, of course, ask everyone and check all documents and other things and try to make, it's usually between 10 or 30 pages.
Yep.
Usually it goes for 3 or 4 years long, something like plan. Then the
Yep.
next plan should come after some day. But
Perfect.
That's my idea.
Okay, great, fantastic. And if you see that there are opportunities like we did for, I didn't speak too much about that because it's a bit confidential yet, but we did work with Susanna Viseo that some of you know. She chairs a NGO based in Portugal, Business as Nature, and Business as Nature led many NGOs and academics in the world, and we brought together as Womenvai our partners in that project. That is a COST project, C-O-S-T, the substantial funding request from the Europe scope to prepare some kind of networking project. And it was really nice. And Lydia, thank you so much because you brought also your own network here. But if you think about any kind of project that we could be doing together with your university, your country, your NGOs, or all of the others, please just reflect this and send me an email and we will put the team together. Anyone who wants to urgently say something, because we have only 1 minute and I would like to pass on to this moment that is wishing you a Merry Christmas and the wonderful end of year. And turn on your cameras now. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I would love to take a screenshot. Meantime, if somebody wants to say something, let me know. And I would like to request also some of you to screenshot and send, because I cannot have that panel. Let me check. Okay, yes, I have it.
I would like to ask Sangeeta.
Yes, please, Sangeeta.
How cold it is in Delhi that you are dressed like that? You have winter?
Yes, it's very cold.
What
Beginning yesterday, temperatures really dropped.
Meantime, can you all cheese?
Yes.
And
I had also been down with COVID.
1, 2, 3. Is one screenshot here, but not all of you smiled, so I'm going to put another screenshot together. Ah, gosh, paint. I want to copy this screenshot here. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, I think all of you smiled this time. Thank you so much for your time. Any last comments? If not, we wish you all a very good end of year. We hope to meet with all of you, okay? Bye-bye, Nadia. We want to meet in Tunisia. Sangeeta, we want you to come if we don't come. Swazik, we want to come to Louis Vuitton in Paris, not only for shopping, for together.
You can see the office behind me.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. I want one.
What do you have inside?
The Christmas tree.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Image about Womenvai is drawn. Bye-bye.
Dennis, can you stay 2 minutes?
Yes.
Anyone who wants to stay 2 minutes, no problem.
Okay, I will stop the recording. It's okay? Okay.
Merci.